Pay close attention, this man is about to be publicly executed. The entire court believes he is an evil star, a curse from the heavens that must be purged with blood to save their dying kingdom. But in the very next second, this evil star will become the nation's last hope, using modern science to single-handedly defy an army of 300,000. The story begins in the final days of the Dali dynasty, a kingdom on the brink of annihilation. The formidable Beatty cavalry has shattered their defenses, conquering 12 cities in a row. Now, their 3,000 strong army is just 7 days from the capital, where a 400-foot section of the main wall has collapsed. Panic grips the court. The ministers, instead of planning a defense, are busy with a sacrificial ceremony. Their target, Lu Shenzhou, a mysterious man who appeared out of nowhere, whom they've branded an evil star. As they call for his head to appease the heavens, the emperor is torn. Just then, Lu Shenzhou, moments from death, begins to laugh. He scoffs at the assembled officials, praying to the heavens. If the heavens were of any use, your 12 cities wouldn't have fallen. He points a finger at the terrified court. You have time to kneel here and beg a dead man to speak, but no time to check your granaries, your armories, or your walls. His words are like daggers. Stop praying to the heavens. Pray to your craftsmen, your blacksmiths, your masons. Pray to every able-bodied citizen you have left. Pray to anyone but the silent sky. The ministers are outraged, calling it heresy. But the desperate emperor sees a glimmer of hope in his defiance. You say we shouldn't pray to the heavens, the emperor asks. Then who should we pray to? Lu Chenzhu's answer will change the course of history. You pray to me. He gives the emperor a choice: kill him and await doom, or give him full authority, men, materials, and power, and in 7 days, he will give them a fortress. With his kingdom's fate hanging by a thread, the emperor makes his choice. I'll give you 7 days. If you fail, I will execute you myself. Lu Shenzhou is appointed the grand engineer, but the court is deeply skeptical. When he reveals his plan to repair the 400-foot wall in just 7 days, the Minister of Works scoffs, saying it would take 3 months with their methods. Exactly, Lu Shenzhou replies, your methods, not mine. He asks for limestone, clay, and iron ore, proclaiming he will create a substance called cement. The officials have never heard of it. It must be demonic sorcery, they cry. But Lu Shenzhou simply retorts, there are many things you haven't heard of. Does that make them all sorcery? His authority is immediately tested. The corrupt prime minister, Gao Chenji, sees him as a threat and begins to obstruct him at every turn. But an even more urgent crisis appears. A young fierce female commander, Shen, rushes in carrying her father, the legendary General Shen Lai, who is on the brink of death with arrow wounds the imperial physicians declared fatal. Shen challenges Lu Shenzhou. You said you could save lives. Then save him. This is where Lu Shenzhou reveals his true power. He calls not for prayers or herbs, but for boiling water, clean cloths, a sharp knife, and the strongest liquor they can find. The physicians are aghast. He's going to use a knife on the general. That's butchery. But Lu Shenzhou ignores them. He calmly sterilizes his tools in the flame and high-proof alcohol, explaining to the stunned onlookers that he is killing the unseen dirty things on the blade. With a surgeon's precision he operates, removes the deeply lodged arrowhead, and stitches the wound. He tells Shen he has only a 30% chance, but without the surgery, the chance was 0. He has just introduced the concept of modern surgery and sterilization to a world still relying on ash and prayer. He has turned a death sentence into a fighting chance. As Lu Shenzhou juggles saving the general and building his cement kiln, Prime Minister Gao makes his move. He uses his influence to block all official supply lines, cutting off Lu Chenzhu's access to vital materials. His men report that the warehouses are sealed. This is how he plans to break us, they panic. But Lu Shenzhou remains unfazed. He turns to Commander Shen. Gao Chenji can lock the warehouses, but can he lock up the entire city's ruins? A brilliant idea sparks. They will salvage what they need from abandoned buildings and collapsed structures near the wall. It's guerrilla engineering. He doesn't just gather materials, he revolutionizes labor. Seeing the chaos of thousands of workers getting in each other's way, he implements modern project management. You're not a team, you're a mob, he declares. He divides them into specialized units, a demolition team, a transport team, a masonry team, a carpentry team, and a quality control team. Each team has a leader, and each leader answers only to him. It's the assembly line applied to ancient construction. Then, when a heavy support beam proves too much to lift, he unveils another marvel, the pulley system. 10 men using his divine wooden wheels easily lift what 100 men couldn't budge. The old craftsmen are in awe. This isn't divine power, Lu Shenzhou explains, it's just saving effort. It's science. Just as they make progress, a scout returns with terrible news. The Beatty, traveling light, will arrive in 3 days, not 7. The wall is nowhere near complete. Panic erupts again. Commander Shen vows to lead a suicide charge to buy time. That's not bravery, that's suicide. Lu Shenzhou stops her. The plan changes. We were building a wall. Now, we build a trap. His new strategy is diabolical. Instead of a solid wall, he creates a killing field. The gaping hole in the wall is left as an irresistible invitation. But in front of it, hidden under a thin layer of dirt, are 3 deep ditches filled with sharpened stakes, designed not to kill, but to cripple horses and break the momentum of a cavalry charge. The entrance is narrowed into a bottleneck. Crossbows are positioned not on the wall, but at angled positions inside, creating a deadly crossfire. The Beiti army arrives, led by the arrogant General Hu Yankui. He laughs at the sight of the broken wall. They didn't even bother to fix it. Charge! The first man through gets 100 sheep. His cavalry thunders forward, straight into Lu Chenzhu's trap. Horses stumble and fall into the ditches, riders are thrown, and the charge dissolves into chaos. Just as the enemy soldiers become a panicked, compressed mob in the bottleneck, Lu Shenzhou gives the order. A volley of crossbow bolts rains down. But that's not all. He unleashes his next surprise, lime bombs. Bags of powdered lime are catapulted into the enemy ranks, exploding into clouds that blind and choke the invaders. General Hu Yankui is stunned. He realizes the broken wall wasn't a weakness, it was bait. Enraged, he changes tactics, ordering his elite Wolf-Fang infantry to scale the walls and assassinate the man in the black cloak directing the defense Lu Shenzhou. But Lu Shenzhou has anticipated this too, leaving a seemingly easy-to-climb section of the wall as another trap, defended by Commander Shen and her best soldiers. The battle for the capital has just begun, and Lu Shenzhou has turned a desperate defense into a masterclass in scientific warfare. The Beiti general has lost the first round, but his rage is growing. What other modern marvels does Lu Shenzhou have hidden up his sleeve, and can they hold out against the full, furious might of the Beiti army?